few seconds of silence from her end. I thought she might at least ask the name of the baby. But instead she said, "Are you coming back for Qingming Festival?" Qingming is a day in April when we pay our respects to the dead. We sweep their tombs, burn incense, and pray. I said nothing, only listened to her angry sobs through the telephone. "You should come back. You don't even know where your father is buried. I want to move your grandmother's ashes from the village and put them next to your father. You should come back for this." This time, I thought, I have no excuse not to go. None. I might as well go and pay a debt of filial duty, once and for all. It's only a 12-hour flight. I can do it. My whole adult life I had avoided going back to my childhood home as much as possible. Shitang, the fishing village where I witnessed my grandparents' depression and poverty, was a place I came to loathe. Wenling, where I spent my adolescent years, the cradle for my troubled relationship with authority, repelled me. When I left to study in Beijing in 1993, I promised myself, that's it. I will never return to this stifling backwater again. 10 years later, when I left China for Britain, I said to myself, from now on, no more ideological brainwashing. I'm not going to let myself be tripped up by my rotten peasant roots. But the time had come to face the past, to try to explain to my family how I had lived all these years. After all, I would have to explain it to my little daughter one day, too. Just like James Baldwin said, "Tell it. Go tell it to the mountain. Tell it to your native kin, to the dead souls and the living souls." I would have to face them, one by one. No escape. So, 5 days before Qingming Festival, I wrapped my newborn as warmly as I could and took a flight back to where my life began. Part 1. Shitang, Tales of the East China Sea. Once upon a time, there was neither east nor west. There were neither animals nor human beings. Eons passed. Water appeared. Algae and fish grew. Plants began to root themselves on sandy shores. Birds flew from one hill to another. More eons passed. Tigers, lions, phoenix, serpents, salamanders, and tiny slithering creatures all found their quarters in the jungle to hunt and rest. But still, the world was quiet, as if waiting for some momentous event, the birth of some wicked and powerful creature. One day, Heaven's eyes saw a piece of 5-colored stone shining on a mountain in the east. The stone kept shining until suddenly it burst into pieces, and a monkey jumped out from the dust. The monkey had a handsome face, 4 long limbs, and a slim body. He moved about in the fresh mountain air as he looked around with enormous curiosity. He then bowed to each of the 4 quarters of the sky, expressing gratitude for his birth. The little monkey explored his world with gaiety. He fed on bananas and peanuts and drank from brooks and springs. He made friends with tigers and leopards, sloths and baboons. But one autumn day when the sun was going down, he suddenly felt sad and burst into tears. He raised his eyes to the risen moon in the east. He felt lonely. A great urge inside him told him to do something deserving with his life. But he didn't know what this great task could be. He stared at the moon slipping towards the west and fell asleep. During the night, he felt a drop of dew falling on his face. Then he heard someone speaking in his ear. The voice said, "Little creature, you are not an ordinary monkey. You were nourished by the 5 elements of this planet, and have received the energy of heaven and earth from the beginning of time. You are the force of human life. You need to find the human world, and to help a monk called Shen."